Con zapatillas en las manos. Alright, here we go, 10 minutes.
Hey, we are so... Wait, what is this?
What is what?
What is this? What are you doing?
Well,
Why can't the camera be closer?
because it's there. I feel like...
Actually,
Yeah?
what if?
What if what?
I have a revolutionary idea.
Uh-huh.
We don't face... Oh my god, we can have the lights on now. We have this table. We put the camera here, and we have a wallpaper here.
Ladies and gentlemen...
We are changing the format.
Alright, stand by.
Okay, let's stop the recording. Dude, we're so stupid! I feel... And the mics are long enough.
Exactly.
Okay, so that'll stop it from sagging.
Yeah.
Por al frente.
Shit. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of We Know Nothing About. Today, we're gonna be... What the fuck? Alright,
So this week we saw Pocahontas.
We saw
Revenge of the Wild.
Yes. This is a movie where the Europeans come into America,
And they want corn.
but this time, Pocahontas has an AK-47. She says, nah, B, the fuck out of my country.
Point is, the movie was terrible.
Awful. So bad.
How many times are we gonna run that joke?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say 5 more times.
5 more times. Here we go. It was...
Awful.
It was the worst.
There wasn't even popcorn.
Nope. The alien wasn't even in the movie.
The alien was
They
popcorn.
forgot to film him in the movie. They
Yeah.
just had like a
They,
green
they,
screen
they had
man.
to they had to Photoshop him in. They had to superimpose him over the footage.
It's just a picture that they're moving in Photoshop. They're just going like up and down. That's it.
If you've ever seen Saving Captain Alex,
Yes.
that superimposing
superimpose.
MS Paint pictures.
Okay.
Let's get into the movie.
Let's get into the movie.
The seating was great.
What did you like? Let's say.
But then I like the seats where the movie theater was pretty empty. I like that. We could get some pretty well-centered seats.
Right.
We talked a lot during that film, actually.
I
wonder if we were annoyed.
carpet bombed the fuck out of that movie. Like, completely
A little bit.
destroyed.
It didn't distract from the
No.
artisticness.
Of course.
But
Like,
we were having
still-
a ball.
We had a ball. We took it seriously, but we had a ball, you know?
And as
Because
usual.
Alien is something that hits home to us very well because of our friend Raul. May God rest his soul wherever he is now. 6 feet under.
What,
But
Florida 6 feet under
Florida,
from here?
6 feet under.
Alright.
Like it hits home, so we see this movie and we're
But
like,
does it?
boy, like all these inside jokes that we have about Alien came running while we were watching the movie. But all that aside, it really, really was something to watch.
I'd put it up there with the original.
Yeah, the first two, not 3 or 4. 3 or 4.
What are you talking about? There are what? It's just 1 and 2.
It's Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, and
Whoa,
Alien
whoa,
Resurgence.
what's Alien 3? It's just Alien and Aliens.
Yeah, you're right. It
What
is
are you
just
talking
Alien.
about?
You're right. I'm
It's
sorry.
crazy.
I'm making stuff up.
Yeah.
No,
Dumbass.
it is up there with the originals. It is.
Yeah.
If you didn't like Prometheus, do not worry. You will like this one. It's that
If you
simple.
did like Prometheus,
You're gonna love this one too.
if you liked Alien,
You're gonna fucking love this
if
one.
you liked Aliens,
You're gonna fucking love this one.
if you liked Alien Covenant,
Okay, congratulations.
congratulations, welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
Log it.
It was just like, because it had the right amount of everything. It had the tension down.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't a jump
Really?
scare fest. Yeah, I felt the tension. The gore was fucking crazy. You said it was PG-13. You fucking liar. The movie, I fucking loved it. I fucking loved the music. I loved the atmosphere that they drew
There was
in.
music?
The fucking, I mean, what little minimal atmospheric music that honestly didn't stand out was good
Didn't
because
notice.
I didn't want this whole like spectacular violin thing dragging me through the suspense. It didn't need that and it didn't have it.
I mean, it had the classic build-ups.
Yeah, but they didn't like use it to jump scare you. I don't even think there's a single jump scare. Besides the classic face hugger which you see in the trailer. That's gonna happen.
I like it.
And the characters were so good.
I had a 2001 vibe from the first act, and I almost wanted it to keep going.
Yeah.
But then, it's an Alien film, so,
You gotta go to the alien.
they gotta go to the horror slasher
Yeah.
part of it. But the first half,
The first
not
half,
the first
yeah.
half, the first act, before they get into the nitty-gritty of the actual movie, it kind of felt kind of space.
Yeah.
It's just a crew doing their daily thing. You know, something happens because something always happens, but it's routine. You know, we've prepped for this.
Exactly.
And they do stuff. They fix it.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying.
And I kinda want
They
to see
do
more of
this. Yeah, they do this really good job in all the Alien movies to take that crew essence, like what it means to be crew members,
What it
and
means
just
to be alien. Wait, no.
and just please and just translate it into the movie, like as real characters. You're fucking retarded, I swear to God.
that's the mouth job thing.
I know. Oh my God. But yeah,
What arbitrary?
the alien was scary as shit. Like, let me just point that out.
You
I was creeped out. I
were
was like,
creeped
the
out?
gore was
I think
scary.
you were creeped out the whole movie.
I was creeped out the whole movie. I wasn't, because like the gore was fucking insane. At least to me, it made me nauseous in some points. Not to you, right?
I was fine. I was.
No, it
but
fucked me up.
I love the visuals. Okay. For those of you that don't know, we have to do this in 10-minute slots now. This has been a public service announcement. Thanks for watching. Anything you'd like to add in this intermission?
I want to thank our sponsors, which are listed here.
Yeah, Popeyes. No, not Popeyes.
It's nothing. There's nothing.
Oh.
There's nothing up there. That's the point.
Oh. You make me sad.
I can't. If you want to donate with one Popeyes chicken
Nugget.
coupon, subscribe to our Popeyes Patreon, where you can actively feed us and help us get a camera. We can redeem those coupons. You can sell them off market to get a camera that doesn't work on 10-minute intervals.
Although I think it's just the micro SD card.
Yeah.
But I'll format it for next episode.
We can fix it. We have the technology. Check it out.
Alright, the gore in the film.
Right. The gore was like
CGI.
It definitely fucked me up in some parts. Like the
it was very well rendered. Also.
Yeah, without spoiling, some parts were just normal gore, but the chest burster sequences were fucking
I'd say the first
heavy.
one was the worst.
Yeah.
If you watch this film,
Yeah.
the first one.
The first one is definitely the worst. And the tension as it's happening is so well done.
Even though we carpet bombed it.
Even though we carpet
We were
bombed
making
the
jokes
shit
the
out
whole
of
time,
it.
but it's because we were coping with
with
what's
the
about to happen
anxiety.
to her.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, that poor
That was some
woman.
good shit. And then the actual alien did freak me out. Like there was things about it,
Mhm.
how it walked upright, how it
You're saying it can't be upright? Huh?
I'm saying like
you're an alienist?
it's not that. They said that there's a lot of
Xenophobe?
I'm a xenophobe. That's a joke because there's xenomorphs. There's a lot of moments
Mhm.
in the other movies where they're walking upright, but they're not like Sahelanthropus, you know? They kind of walk like with a little bit of a hunch, and they don't do it for long.
Well,
But here he was just like, yeah, bitch, what's up? And
probably
that
because he was
freaks me out.
CGI and not a puppet. Because in the original
Yeah.
it's a puppet, right? So they had to
Which
have
I kind of...
Yeah, low key, I want a more practical
Yeah.
effects for the alien at least.
Yeah.
Because
Like, I
that
bet-
really sells the look.
Yeah. And
when
I
it's
do
actually
bet
there.
that they did have some practical effects with CGI
Yeah, but the-
enhancement.
Well, yeah, but the CGI enhancement is what takes away, you know?
Mhm.
If they had actually built...
I don't know.
I think they could have pulled it off, but I can't say how many aliens are in this film because spoilers, but I think they could have pulled it off of... But although some of the action sequences would be very tough to film.
I mean, I would be surprised if a lot of the parts they had a suit and a lot of the other parts they just didn't.
Yeah, but nothing beats in the original Alien the actual alien's look and texture, you know?
Yeah.
But now, Mad Max will have to save us some other day with its
Mad
practical
Max did have a
effects.
lot of CGI though.
Yeah, but it
They
had
just-
so much of the practical stuff
También.
that you know.
I don't know. It's something interesting. I really want to go into the special effects of this movie.
Why?
Like when the Blu-ray comes out. Like I want to see
Okay.
really how much of it was practical because I know for a fact. Like in the trailer, the part where he's smashing his head on the glass of the ship, that's CGI. And I saw that trailer and I thought, it's too CGI. I don't know how to feel about that because Aliens is trademark. Our trademark is how practical they go.
well,
but
but in the first two.
yeah, but
Or
there
the
are
first
definite in the
four.
3. It's awful. The
What three?
CGI.
What three?
Sorry, you're right. But then there are moments where I feel like no, that probably is CGI. I mean, that probably is practical effect. It just looks so good that my mind's like that can't be real. But I don't know. I really want to see.
I guess we're gonna have to find out. This summer at
This summer.
SummerSlam.
Either way, John Cena could have saved everyone in that movie. No, either way,
No, I think no, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
Yeah, because they would have seen it
Watch
coming.
him. No,
Yeah.
he's
And he
slithering.
oh my
Watch
god!
out! Watch out!
He would have slithered. In, you know what I'm talking about. When they first encountered, he would have slithered right in there. Yeah.
Anyways,
I give it a 9.
holy shit! A
pretty
9?
It's pretty good. I would only have one gripe, but it's not
Uh-huh.
even worth talking about because it's explained.
Interesting. We'll talk about that in the spoiler section.
Pretty good. I like it.
Shit! Now I feel
Good-
like I have.
good pacing.
Okay.
Whatever CGI, we're used to it. It's not egregious. I was interested the whole film.
Okay.
The beginning was great. The action, like the rising action, was fine. The climax had me going through the roof, asking myself questions.
Yes.
Descending action? What descending action? It just leaves you It leaves you with an anxiety attack. This movie.
Yes.
But yeah, it deserves a 9.
Damn. Now I feel like I was gonna go like 8, but no, you're right. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna let your decision influence me a little bit. The pacing was fantastic. It's a movie that it starts off nice and comforting and everything's fine, even though you know what's gonna happen. It gets anxiety filled. You feel the anxiety they feel. You feel the tiredness they feel. It's happening with the stride of what the audience is feeling. The pacing is fantastic in that sense. It also the visuals are great. The characters are fantastically written. Daniels is so good, especially compared to Shaw. And overall, fuck what he said. That movie gives you an anxiety attack, and you're gonna write it all the way.
The only reasons this thing doesn't get a 10 is because of pet peeves and very small gripes. Like, maybe just in some scenes, make the alien a practical effect. Or in some other scenes, I already forgot. I had thought about everything I would say about the small gripes.
Right.
And I already forgot because this movie's just pretty damn good.
But it's pretty damn good. Anyways, spoiler section.
Let's go to intermission.
If you're here, is because
Welcome to the glue section,
The
where we
glue
talk about
section.
glue.
Hi.
Today-
my favorite glue is stick glue.
That's not glue. That's my remote.
You have a remote.
Control
that you use
dildo. Okay, so what are we going to talk about in the spoiler section today?
Well, you said you had a pet peeve. I'm curious.
Yes, and that is, it's fine that the original aliens come from a bottle with shit that when air touches it, it turns into a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of didn't like the way they move through the air. Like when Ledward encounters them, I'm like, what is that? What is that even? I don't know. If it didn't, it doesn't match with how terrifying this thing is supposed to be. Granted, once it's inside you, though, once they actually showed like the way it anchors itself inside you, I'm like, okay, now we're back to terrifying. But before that squared, it looked like the thing from fucking Transformers.
Yes,
it looked like the
did.
shit from Galvatron in the last
So
Transformers.
you feel like
that kind of took away from the feel and look of the movie. Not in a big way because you only see them twice.
Okay.
But in those 2 moments, I wasn't sold.
Okay.
Maybe if it had been like I don't know, like maybe it looked like a piece of tar, or taffy. I don't know. Or maybe if it
didn't
was
move as human as it did, as alive as it did,
maybe if it had just been like a powdery shit.
instead of that thing where it's just moving like it's alive.
Yeah, like what are you doing? I wasn't sold on that. And there are so many ways they could have handled the delivery, like the payload delivery of okay, now he's infected.
Okay.
Like David shows a mosquito and he's like, oh yes, the carrier and whatever. Oh no, what if he rigged the mosquitoes to when they bite things, they get infected. There are so many different ways, or even more terrifying ways to infect people with the original strain of the virus or whatever. I don't know. I didn't like that pixelated shit. I don't know. That pixely, squarey, I don't know.
I didn't mind. I thought nothing of it. And honestly, the reason why I gave it a 9 and not a 10 is not because of any pet peeves, but it's because when I give a movie a 10, it has to actually be a masterpiece. And I think, as amazing as it is, you know a masterpiece when you see it. You know a movie that will stand the test of time and be something to analyze. And
like all the classics we get to pick out these days.
Exactly.
In a way, that gives me a really quick realization. We may never give a 10 in our lifetime, because in our context, we'll never know if these movies will stand up to the test of time.
I've given a few tens.
Oh yeah, that's you. That's you. But I don't know if I've given any tens. Maybe I have. But what I mean is, because the reason we say, oh, this movie's a masterpiece is because looking back, with the power of hindsight, we always know what was good then.
Yeah.
And what is, and why it's still good. Like when we always say, 70s music is the best. Yeah, because you're cherry picking. What you see from the 70s is what's worth listening from the 70s.
Exactly.
And that's why you're listening to it.
I guess what we can do is revisit some of these movies that I forgot to put the timer on. Revisit. It's been 4 minutes.
Okay.
We need to revisit some of the. We could revisit some of the movies.
Yeah,
that
maybe
we
like
talked
20
about.
years.
Not that far.
20 years.
No.
50 years. When I'm on my deathbed, I'll be like, what was that movie I gave a 4 to that you people? Oh, when I'm in my deathbed, I'll be like, Stranger Things is a 10 out of 10. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Oh,
Right.
Oh my God! In the lung scene. Okay, so in the first scene that we carpet bombed it. That because I gotta admit I would have done the same
Exactly.
thing.
We were carpet bombing it not because it was bad, but because it's
we're like,
almost relatable.
It's too relatable.
Yeah, because
she dropped, she left. And
no.
I would have done the same.
The shit ton.
And then she went for the other gun. I was
and she was running. I'm like, you gotta get the other gun, and she's like, boy, that's what I'm doing.
She got the other. She didn't do anything. So she didn't stand there looking at the window. She didn't leave the ship. She's like, I have to get the other gun. And this movie's really tight. This movie,
it's like the real world. Because listen, you ever tried killing a roach? You ever go into your room and you're like, I gotta kill this roach, and this is probably more relatable to people who are afraid of roaches. But you go into the room
everybody?
and you're like, there are people who feel like are pretty macho about it. But you gotta go into the room and you gotta kill this roach, right?
Yeah.
So you have your shoe in your hand and you're like, I am brave. I can do this.
And
you go in, and it's not even that you miss, but as you're about to hit, the thing starts flying. You don't try and combat it. You drop the shoe and you run out of the room.
And then you get another weapon.
Lock the door, get another weapon.
And we try again.
But that moment is like critical mission failure. Fuck this,
Critical mission failure.
And that's what happened to her. She went in with the shotgun. She fell. Oh, fuck it. Nope. I'm out of here.
Slip though.
That slip.
That slip was so funny. I felt so bad. I was laughing.
Everyone was slipping in that blood.
No, but her slip was hilarious.
Her slip was the better one.
Because it was like the one in the World War Z. That's why it immediately hit off my funny feelings from World War Z,
God.
man. When he flipped and killed himself, that was hilarious. And when she flips with the shotgun, that is awesome.
Oh shit!
It's as funny, if not worse, better, because she has to run out, and
then she hurts her foot.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
a lot of that
first
moment
scene was great.
It was so good.
Everything happening with the pilot, and the way she even when she locks her friend in, I'm like, would have done the same thing. She could be infected for all I know. I'm out. Tennessee, we're going.
We're going. Here.
Those 7 years in hypersleep don't seem so bad now.
Yeah. A lot of the things in that movie, that tension. I don't even think it's. I don't even think it gets better than that moment of tension, actually.
Honestly, it doesn't get. Yeah, that moment was the most human.
And it's
the
just
most
like the running in,
relatable.
running out. The camera is like, the hallway is so small.
Yeah.
And the camera is just like right in front of her face, and she's tripping and she's hitting into things, and you can see this desperation rising, and where the fuck is everyone else,
And she has to get the gun, then she has to get another gun, and then it's the most relatable moment of the whole film, I think.
Yeah. And then
she
from
shoots
there
the
on,
fucking canisters, but come on, you're trying to kill this thing.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's not her fault.
No.
Although this movie, like in the video we just watched, this movie falls into the same horror tropes that are very predictable, and the worst one was with the captain.
Oh, the acting captain, because this is a movie. As you've seen,
this is Aliens,
the
Chain of Command edition.
Oh my God!
This movie, instead of going bottom to top, like in the one with the Marines, where they were all dying.
Exactly.
Bottom to top,
Here they die.
In this one, they go top. Yeah, the first captain dies.
And a lot of the people who weren't prepared to be captains have to become captains.
Yes.
And then you were talking about foreshadowing.
Yes. So the acting captain foreshadows his own critical mistake that basically makes this movie happen.
Yeah.
He says, if you remember, he's like, the reason I'm not in charge from the beginning, the reason they gave it to that guy we paid millions of dollars to only say one line and cameo in it.
James Franco.
Yeah. He's in this movie. I
He's in
forgot.
this movie to die.
But yeah, he says, he's not in charge because since he's a man of faith, that he will make irrational choices.
Mhm.
And boy, he did.
He did.
And I can't fault him.
I can't fault him, but then the reason why that happened is because his wife told him, remember that these guys are going to be your neighbors. And I believe that that's the point where he says, I need to be more considerate of their what they want. And what they don't want is to get back on the bed.
Yeah, and
So
in
he's
that
like-
moment, this movie has to happen.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure he would have said, no, we got to go to that other planet.
Yes.
That's the planet we have to go. And that's what that conversation between Daniels and the acting captain is about.
In a way, she should have, she could have, removed him.
Yeah?
Yeah, because she's the next second in command. Like she's his
Yeah,
second.
but like...
She could have been like, no, the mission has to happen.
But everyone else would have told her to fuck off.
Yeah, true. But I'm just thinking, it's not really a plot hole, but it's more of a. In any moment, she could have been like, you know what, screw this. Like before as soon as the bad shit started happening, she could have been like,
Everyone was already screwed up by that point.
oh yeah, by that point, yeah.
But then the ship exploded,
Yeah, but then the ship exploded.
so they can't
yeah.
go anywhere. Because that's what happens. The moment when they're like, we gotta go, the ship's already gone.
Yeah, this movie is too tight.
It's really,
It's
they
too
really
it's locked
got
up too
shit.
tight. But
yeah.
in the moment, the only moment that her character should have actually tried, she said no. She just said log it. And that became a meme for us during the whole movie.
That became a fucking meme. Everything
I'm gonna
was
have
just
to complain officially.
Put on the log.
Okay, I'll put it on the log. I told you so, bitch.
Put on the log.
He's dead. I told you. He's dead too.
I told her not to go too far. Put on the log. Anyways,
Everything should have been.
but then the reason, how he dies is
It's
probably
the dumbest.
The dumbest.
Because
It was hilarious, and I had fun with it.
We were
But
laughing so hard.
Objectively, in
Because
hindsight,
it falls into its own tropes, its own horror tropes.
Mhm.
He has no reason to trust this guy.
no.
And he follows him into a place
He
filled
has-
with weird shit.
It keeps escalating because he doesn't trust him the moment he pulls the gun at him. Tell me what you know. Guy says, okay. If he's reasonable, maybe he might think, I don't trust how easy he is about to give me these answers. But fine, he follows him because he wants to know. He's in the workshop.
He gives a bad guy speech.
Exactly.
Now, come to think of it, this movie has a bad guy speech.
It has a bad guy. It has like two. And then he tells
Yeah.
everything he has to know
Yep. He tells
about
him.
how he created the xenomorphs and everything.
And he didn't kill him there.
Yeah,
Why did he
he's
not
like,
kill him there?
and then the guy's like, "Come here." He's
Yeah.
like, "Okay." So they go into this basement. Look at all these eggs. Are they alive? Yeah. You want to touch them? He's like, "Sure." So he touches them, and the thing opens. Look inside. Nothing's gonna happen. I promise. I only let the big one eat your crewmate. I'm not gonna let it happen again. I swear. You have my word.
Not even. He didn't say that. He asked him. The captain says, "Is it safe?" David goes,
No, he basically says, "Trust me, 100%
Yep.
safe." He says it straight up.
Yeah, he says it
You
straight up.
fucking, are you kidding me? He let the crewmate die.
Easily
You know
the
that he's
dumbest-
making these things.
Dumbest part of the whole movie, easily. That is the only dumb part. In
And
this
at that
movie.
point in the game, not in
in the
game,
game,
at that point in the game that is survival,
Okay.
you know that if weird freaky shit is killing you, don't approach more weird freaky shit.
Yes.
He lets it happen.
he should have killed David. Should have killed him the moment
then-
he showed him the basement.
Yeah, and a lot of the kills that happen
Are because of him.
Are this?
This is his fault.
It's not even just David. It's just this weird rabbit hole of that person died, or that person hasn't checked in. Check on him. The person who checked on him died, so that person hasn't checked in. Check on him, so the person who checks on him dies. It's this weird,
Although, to be fair, only the captain's one was like, oh, go check on him. After the other two died, it was like, holy fuck.
No,
We need-
because
we
the
need
the woman goes to pee.
Oh yeah,
Or to freshen up.
It was the safe zone.
No, it's fine,
You don't
it's
expect
fine,
the
it's
safe
fine.
zone to kill
So
you.
he goes to check on her as you would. He does. He's an idiot. So then Dave Daniels sends two soldiers to check on the captain.
No. Yeah, he goes alone to check on the girl. Why the captain decided to go instead of sending, the people? Come to
that's
think
fine.
of it, yeah, this captain just keeps making mistakes.
But it's fine because
It's fine,
he
yeah.
dies. Daniels becomes captain, and then she says, "Tell these two soldiers go check on
not
what
one
happened
by
to the
one,
captain."
two people.
And that's fine.
That's great.
One of them still dies.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
you
a,
know,
there is
by
a
that- by
rabbit
that
hole.
By that point, though, it was too late.
What do you mean?
When she sends in the other two guys, it's not the captain already fucked up.
No,
he had unleashed the
captain,
alien.
Yeah,
you
Captain
know?
already had unleashed the alien. But what I'm saying is that there's the rabbit hole.
Yeah, they
of-
keep feeding people to
exactly,
death, but they don't know they're feeding.
They don't
them
know
to-
they're feeding them. But fuck, like if they haven't checked in, assume the worst. You know, this is the
Yeah.
moment we live in.
But they're in the safe zone
But they're in the
they
safe
trust
zone. They
David.
trust David.
because he's a slime mofo.
David is a fucking. He is the greatest antagonist in any recent movie I've ever seen. He is.
Okay.
It's diabolical how
He's-
bad he is.
He is really bad, actually. He's
Oh my
satanic.
god.
He is satanic level bad.
It's so good. And the moment I saw Walter and David in the same room, and I saw
yeah, he
David
called
cut
it.
his hair, I'm
He
like,
called it.
Colonel, it's gonna happen.
He called him, man. He said, "Oh look, oh now I look like you. Oh look, now we're I'm trying to indoctrinate you. Oh
Uh-huh.
look, I'm harboring aliens. Whoops."
Whoops. Oops, I just stabbed a flute into your neck. Oh
You really
my
did stab him
god.
with a fucking
You
flute.
did. That
was
scared the
nasty.
shit out of us.
Really? Oh yeah.
I saw.
Yeah.
What surprised me is that you jumped because you don't usually get jump scared.
No.
And the fact that that scared you, and then at another
I
point
was-
when
I was
Daniels
startled.
draws a gun and David slaps it
that
out,
was
that scared you
hilarious.
too.
But it was hilarious too. I was both startled and wanting
Yeah.
to laugh.
Yeah.
Because she pulls the gun. And he's like, "Bitch, please."
Oh my god. But that I'm telling you, and this is what's really good about that plot twist. It's not that just
Oh yeah,
a plot
oh,
twist.
and then like yeah, I did get startled because I was so invested. This movie actually had me invested. It's pretty hard to do.
For him, yeah.
For when it comes to horror films, it's pretty hard to get me invested, man.
Definitely.
And even knowing the ending, I was so really invested.
Mhm.
I even everybody in that theater
Everybody,
must have
yeah.
known the ending. Obviously the aliens have to escape somehow, but we were so invested. We're like, yes.
But for a
she got
moment
him.
there, I genuinely thought Daniels is gonna survive this,
Yeah.
Daniels did not survive.
We'll get to that in a second.
yeah.
Um,
but the best part.
The climax though, because remember David and Walter had fought, and that was done,
Right.
That was done so well, because you're like, who won? Even if you know that the aliens have to survive, David doesn't have to survive for the aliens to win.
No.
So it's like, for all you know, Walter is back, not David. David can die,
Right.
but then you're like,
But
and
I
then-
genuinely thought, I do think Walter killed David, but I kind of think David got into Walter's head. Walter's going to be all like, you know what?
Maybe?
Yeah, let's bring on the aliens.
And I remember during that scene, I'm like, dude, David doesn't give a fuck, man. He'll cut
his
he'll cut off his
fucking
own hand if it means
Yeah,
survival.
yeah.
And I was right,
He
boy.
was right. But I'll tell you what is incredible about that. What's really incredible about that reveal is that they have all of these setups and then
Yeah.
what's
All
the
these
word?
reaction shots.
not
with,
like setups and payoffs
Okay.
to that specific reveal in the plot twist.
Yes.
Because we already know by now
Uh-huh.
that Walter self-repairs.
Yes.
And we know that Walter doesn't have a hand. We know all these things. But the important one is the self-repair thing.
Yes.
If
'Cause-
Walter can self-repair, then why is Walter getting stitches in the fucking
Yeah. I didn't notice
Covenant?
that. I hadn't
It
noticed that.
never occurred to me. It only occurred to me after the reveal. Because he's getting stitches, he has all these cuts and injuries.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, he can't fix the arm.
But he's been shown to fix superficial.
Yeah, you can see
damage.
it happen. So then, why is this happening? And Daniels doesn't even pay mind to it. It's such a this thing that happens, and if you notice, don't notice it good. But if you do, you know the truth. You know.
You know the truth
And
before.
then yes.
before
And then,
the
like,
reveal.
since he's watching the fights happen between Daniels and
Yeah,
the
but his
alien,
reactions are ambiguous.
because you think, oh, he's caring for Daniels. He's not caring for Daniels. He's caring for the xenomorph. That's
Yeah.
why he's disappointed or exasperated. Oh my
but even then,
god!
it's always just that little bit too ambiguous
It's
for you
too
to tell.
ambiguous. So
Yeah,
all
right,
this
that's a
time, and I'm sure
masterful.
everyone is sitting there trying to find out, is he David or is he Walter?
Yeah.
And then she tells him about the fucking cabin.
Low-key, the real plot of this movie is the machines taking over humanity. Because David is like, boy, Terminator needs to happen. But I also need to create shit.
Exactly.
So let me create aliens too.
Yes. Let me make two franchises in the same universe. But like,
And he almost did it
he
too.
almost did it too.
If it wasn't for those actually no.
He did.
This
do it.
movie could have a sequel.
It probably will.
Because we need to know we know what happens in Alien, but we need to know what happens between Covenant and Alien. You know, where does he land the ship?
Yeah.
Does he land the ship on that moon? Does he start the colony and then release aliens? Does he just infect the entire colony?
Right.
Does Daniels ever like wake up? Does she get a second chance to fix it?
Yeah.
You know, these are the questions that I need answered.
And,
I need to know
And honestly, I can't wait
if they do it anyway.
if they do it.
Also, Ridley Scott had this plan from the beginning.
He did.
Yeah, we
We
found out.
were sitting here and we were like, oh no. They when they made Alien, it was just Alien. But then they started adding all this like background shit about secret weapons and another alien race.
But
Oh,
yeah,
it's
but
all
no,
there.
according to James, we watched the Cinemassacre video, and according to James Rolfe, he had always envisioned that the aliens were actually a weapon from the beginning
Mhm.
on a ship, and you know,
I did know that the extraterrestrial life forms that had the aliens on the ship were supposed to be the ones in Prometheus. I do know that.
mean, yeah, they
but
look the
it
same.
never occurred to me the whole they were supposed to be a biological weapon from the start.
Yeah.
It never occurred to me that I don't know. That's about it.
yeah, that's the only detail.
So they had it from the beginning.
Yeah, and damn, this movie is pretty good.
It really is.
The ending, pretty damn good. When she asks him about the cabin, but nobody
It's-
ever talked to David about the cabin, so he didn't know the answer.
It's such a a subtle reveal the moment she asks and he doesn't reply.
yeah.
I would think I audibly went, "Oh my god!"
And
like
it just
as
killed
loud
me on
as
the
possible.
inside. I'm like, no.
Oh my god, that was
I died on the
insane.
inside for Daniels.
That was insane.
You're gonna help me build my cabin on the lake, right?
And she's like,
Fuck.
and she's like, Walter. And then he starts smiling, David. Oh my god.
It's so deliciously done, that twist.
Oh my
It's so
god.
deliciously done. And it sucks because you know what the ending has to be.
but for
at
a
the
moment
same
there,
time,
they had me fooled.
But there was hope. For one moment, there was hope, and then they pull the veil from your eyes, and
They
it's like,
did.
no, Walter, no, David.
Oh god, what a great movie! If you
If you don't watch it,
if you're here and you haven't watched it and you're
what
just
are you
curious,
doing here, man?
well, first
Get
of all,
out.
what are you doing?
Get out.
Second
Get
of
out.
all, watch it. You're going to have so much fun.
Allegedly,
Allegedly,
we did.
we sure did. And
Allegedly.
I really hope that this means good for the rest
This
of the aliens.
means. I hope this means some good.
This
memes.
brings good to the rest of the Alien franchise.
I just want to see what David does now. He's a
I
psychopath.
wonder if like the next movies would revolve around defeating him or something. Because he's the real antagonist.
Actually,
all
would he
along.
still be alive by the time Aliens happens?
The second one?
There are only two. What are you talking about?
Aliens, right?
Yeah, Aliens.
Yeah. I don't know.
What? Yeah.
But like the planet they're going to is
spreading-
the same one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same moon that I think
In Aliens is already settled.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but
what
I'm
that
wondering if he went to the moon from Alien, and he started the infection there.
means. Yeah.
Like, what if he's just going around in a ship, starting these things, and the company's like, "Yo, this might low key be our fault, but low key, this is a really good weapon. Low key, let's get it.
Yeah.
Low key, whoops."
Whoops.
And they need the
Yikes.
fwops. If you don't have fwops, you can't fight them, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching.
Save Corporal Dixon.
Because they think, okay, no, I own opening skit. Because I'm just opening the show. They're like, oh, they're just fooling around, and they see that there's a.
Just can't avoid the gag reflex.